it's a little bit like, if you take a sports car, it's really low.
Yeah.
And it's really low because it's going to handle forces. It's not going to have leverage and all that.
Yeah.
And today we bred horses that are a little bit like you. If you take the old Volkswagen, the bus, what you call it.
Yep.
And then we put big wheels on it and a big engine on it. So it's, it lacks stability from pure size. And when you added force to that pure size, you need to add brakes and you need to add what do you call it? The springs, shock absorbers.
Yeah.
You need to bring all those things, to be able to do things. And instead of putting those things onto the horse early, we like to bring it out to a competition ring early. So we forget about putting the shock absorbers and making the brakes work to harness things. And when I then come to the rider stability, which is on this picture, if you then take that horse that hasn't been harnessed and trained in that way already, and that that doesn't have the brakes that it needs, it doesn't have the muscles that it needs, and then we start looking at what we've been working with, you and me, Caroline, is how stable are the riders. So you have two things to look at here, and one is the training level of the rider. How fit are you? How much core training and coordination training have you done? How strong are you? What's your do you have control over how your shoulders go, where your rib cage go, where your hips go, where your ankles and feet go, or do you not? And I would say that this fitness level, I put it about size and weight, because as we saw in another webinar we did together, core fitness can very quickly out-trump being heavy. So we don't have to say, oh, I'm so heavy, or I'm this size, I can never do this. Well, in reality, we found that you can put people on the training program and very quickly they can make a difference on their horse. So the quickest and cheapest way, we're talking about sport, and we're talking about maybe not having to get the most expensive saddle, is to actually look at ourselves and look at our fitness level. And I would say that, I used to be in the green. Right now, I'm in the red, because I have, put on weight. I have a really bad foot and quite a bad hip. And I'm not doing the training I would need to get back on a horse and help it to stabilize the way it should. So, we take for granted that the great riders, they're just great riders, but they also have those things on their side.